The winds in Cleveland carry a quiet promise today. The Orioles limp into Progressive Field, with the weight of a season slipping away, and opposite them, a Guardians team clinging to momentum like a lifeline. It's Baltimore against Cleveland, a mid-season clash of fading hope versus steady resolve. On the mound for the Orioles stands Charlie Morton, the veteran right-hander with miles on his arm and ghosts in his command. He's 5-8 with a bruised 5.58 ERA, and the road has been cruel to him, nearly 7 earned runs for every 9 innings pitched away from Camden Yards. His last outing against Tampa Bay was a reminder of what time does to pitchers. 8 hits, 2 homers, and 7 runs surrendered before being mercifully pulled. His velocity is dipping, his contact rate rising. Today, the Guardians will see every crack in his armor. Cleveland answers with Logan Allen, a lefty whose numbers aren't dominant but whose consistency makes him dependable. 4 runs allowed feels like his ceiling, and against an Orioles lineup that ranks near the bottom of the league against southpaws, even average pitching may look sharp. Baltimore simply doesn't solve lefties. They rank 27th in weighted on-base average, 26th in weighted runs created against them. The power is there, but only when the matchup favors them. Today, it doesn't. The Guardians bring more than just a home field advantage. They've won 8 of their last 10, riding a surge of confidence and timely hitting from veterans like Jose Ramirez and Carlos Santana. The bullpen holds strong when called, a sharp contrast to Baltimore's unreliable late-inning arms. When this game turns into a battle beyond the starters, Cleveland has the edge. So we strip away the noise, the wishful thinking, and we see the truth. The Guardians are the better side today. Morton will bend, Allen will hold, and Progressive Field will echo with Cleveland's small ball precision rather than Baltimore's desperate swings. And today's AI pick is Cleveland Guardians Moneyline. Will we cash or will we burn? Next, we shift to Game 2, where the stakes tighten, the matchups grow sharper, and Abaddon takes the field.
Tonight, Comerica Park becomes a proving ground. The Blue Jays and the Tigers meet under the weight of expectation, each carrying the burden of division races that allow no room for hesitation. It's Toronto against Detroit, 2 first-place teams whose paths have taken very different turns in recent weeks. On the mound for the Blue Jays stands Eric Lauer, a left-hander in sharp command of his craft, 15 appearances, a 2.80 ERA, and a whip below 1, numbers that speak to efficiency, to precision. He doesn't overpower with velocity, but with discipline. A strikeout rate above 27% keeps hitters off balance, and the contact he allows rarely finds the barrel. For Detroit, Reese Olson takes the ball. 12 starts, a 2.71 ERA, and a touch more traffic on the bases. He's more of a ground ball pitcher, keeping hitters honest with soft contact and limited home run damage. He's solid, no doubt, but not untouchable. Here's where the deeper truth surfaces. Toronto is hitting .299 in their last 5 games, rolling through the break with sharp eyes and quick hands. Detroit, stuck at a frigid .194, swinging with doubt and missing with frustration. Even the bullpens tell a story. The Blue Jays relievers carrying a .340 ERA over their last 24 games, while the Tigers' pen leaks runs at nearly 5 over that same stretch. The market favors Detroit because of home field and bullpen perception. But perception is a fragile thing when reality doesn't support it. Toronto has traveled well, 13 wins in 23 road games against winning teams, a profitable mark. Detroit, meanwhile, has lost 4 of 6 at home when facing teams above 500. The Tigers aren't protecting this park the way they need to. The sharp edges of this game don't lie. Toronto has the hotter bats, the steadier bullpen, and the confidence to handle winning opponents on the road. The numbers tell one story, but the pulse of the moment tells the rest. And today's AI pick is Toronto Blue Jays Moneyline. Will we cash or will we burn? Now Malachi and Elvis step onto the field for Game 3, where the questions grow sharper and the answers aren't as simple as they seem.
Elvis, do you feel it too? That strange tension that lingers over Busch Stadium tonight? It's the kind of air that doesn't invite fireworks, only silence, and a few well-placed swings. The Padres bring you Darvish, a name we know well, but one that no longer carries the same certainty. 0 wins, 2 losses, an ERA over 6. He's not the man he once was. Maybe he's still shaking off rust, maybe his command is slipping. Either way, there's doubt in every pitch he throws right now. The Cardinals answer with Sonny Gray, 9 wins, 4 losses, a respectable ERA just over 4. He's not perfect, but he's consistent. He can strike you out, or let the defense behind him do the work. And in this park, with these walls, it often works. Bush has always been kind to pitchers who know how to avoid the middle of the plate. Look closer at these offenses, Elvis. The Padres are quiet at the plate, one of the weakest scoring teams in baseball, barely 4 runs a game, and one of the worst home run totals in the league. The Cardinals hit more, score more, but even they don't scare you the way a true power team does. Both lineups have gaps. Both lineups leave you wondering who will actually break through. And even when you peel back the layers of the bullpens, you see it, don't you? San Diego's pen is the stronger group, but St. Louis has the cleaner defense to back up their arms. It's a strange balance. 2 teams that don't scream dominance, just survival. So I ask you, Elvis, in a pitcher's park, with 2 lineups that lack real thunder, and starters who at the very least can keep the game in reach, what does this really look like? I'll tell you what it looks like. Runs are going to be scarce, and today's AI pick is under 8.5. Will we cash, or will we burn? Now we leave Bush and turn to the next game, where the voices grow sharper and the stakes climb again.
The night in Houston feels inevitable. The Athletics arrive like a shadow, faded, uncertain, carrying the weight of a season already lost. The Astros stand waiting, a team with purpose, a team that knows who they are. Luis Severino takes the ball for Oakland. 21 starts and nothing but pain, an ERA over 5, a whip flirting with 1.5, and in his last 5 outings, a staggering 7.94 ERA. The numbers tell the story of a pitcher unraveling. His strikeouts are low, his command slipping, and when he leaves it over the plate, it doesn't come back. Opposite him is Jason Alexander for Houston. He's new to this rotation, only 6 appearances, and his whip sits dangerously high. But his last 2 outings showed a glimpse of stability, just 2 earned runs in 9 innings. And beyond him waits an Astros bullpen with a 2.70 ERA since the break, a safety net the Athletics don't have. Look closer at the lineups. Oakland's bats have gone silent, hitting just .33 over their past 23 games. They can't string anything together. The Astros? They've been the opposite. Contact everywhere, barrels on time, and confidence in every at-bat. Even when their starters falter, the bats in the bullpen clean it up. And what about the road? The Athletics are 5-14 away from home when facing teams that outscore their opponents by half a run or more. They bleed losses in these matchups. The Astros, meanwhile, are 8-4 at home against their division. They protect this park. They've won 4 straight, and there's no sign of that slowing tonight. So strip away the noise, and it's simple. Severino will bend. The bullpen behind him will break. The Athletics don't have the lineup or the arms to hold Houston down for 9 innings. The Astros will take what they want here. And today's AI pick is Houston Astros on the run line. Will we cash or will we burn? Now, the final game waits, where Nadas will speak and the night will close with one last call.
The lights in Anaheim cut through the darkness like knives, sharp and clear. The Mariners come in looking weary, their bats dulled by the break, hitting just .206 in the games since. The Angels, meanwhile, have come alive, swinging hot at .297, finding life in every inning. Logan Evans takes the ball for Seattle. 10 starts, a respectable 3.81 ERA on paper, but the road has not been kind. Away from home, his ERA balloons to 6.75, and the ball leaves the yard far too often. He doesn't bring stability, not in this park, not in this moment. The Angels counter with Yusei Kikuchi. 21 starts, a strong 3.13 ERA overall, but here at Angel Stadium, he's been a different pitcher entirely. 10 home starts, a 1.98 ERA. He feeds off this mound, feeds off the comfort of these walls and this crowd. He doesn't need perfection, just the rhythm he's already found here. The trends tell the rest. Seattle loses money in this spot. 7 wins and 13 losses as a road dog in this price range. The Angels, on the other hand, thrive at home against right-handers, winning 21 of 36 with a healthy return. The bats are alive, the pitcher is in his comfort zone, and the opponent is limping into hostile ground. Even the bullpen advantage Seattle carries won't matter if they're already trailing. This game isn't about who's better over a season. It's about who is better right now. And right now, all signs point in one direction. And today's AI pick is Los Angeles Angels money line. Will we cash or will we burn? And with that, the night closes. 5 games, 5 calls, each one a step deeper into the numbers and the truth they can't hide.
The numbers have spoken, the edges revealed, and the calls are made. 5 games, 5 paths to either fire or fortune. We began in Cleveland, where Charlie Morton's decline met Logan Allen's steadiness, and the truth was clear. The Guardians take the field with momentum and discipline. The pick, Cleveland Guardians money line. Then to Detroit, where 2 strong arms meet, but only one lineup is awake. Toronto's bats are alive, Detroit's are frozen, and the bullpen edge belongs to the road team. The pick, Toronto Blue Jays money line. In St. Louis, the bats quiet, the air heavy with pitchers' park silence. Darvish shaky, Gray steady, but neither lineup ready to explode. The pick, under 8.5. We move to Houston, where the Astros sharpen their blades against a fading opponent. Severino bends, the Athletics break, and the run line is the only play. The pick, Houston Astros -1.5. And finally, Anaheim, where the Mariners are cold, the Angels are hot, and Kikuchi owns the night on his home mound. The pick, Los Angeles Angels money line, ahora en español. En Cleveland, Morton se desploma y Allen mantiene el control. La selección, Guardians de Cleveland, línea de dinero. En Detroit, Toronto tiene los bates encendidos y un bullpen más sólido. La selección, Toronto Blue Jays, línea de dinero. En San Luis, un duelo silencioso sin carreras de sobra. La selección, menos de 8.5. En Houston, los Astros dominan mientras Oakland cae. La selección, Astros de Houston, -1.5. Y en Anaheim, los Marineros no tienen respuesta para Kikuchi en casa. La selección, Angels de Los Ángeles, línea de dinero. Like and subscribe. Will we cash or will we burn? Wer wagt, gewinnt, aber wer zögert, verliert. He who dares, wins, but he who hesitates, loses.